The Bears are now 4-2 after handling their business in London with a 35-16 victory over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's bring in the panel and talk about it. Sports Chicago style.
Sports, sports, sports. Sports Chicago style for me and you.
Hey. Welcome to Sports Chicago style. Please remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you have not done so already. Now, everyone is settled into place. And this victory today in Tater Tot Stadium, not Wimbignana Stadium, was a beautiful, beautiful foreign soil home game as the crowd sounded, a lot like a Soldier Field crowd. As the team responded by finding their groove on offense after the defense held up and gave them the ball back a few times. And, our young rookie quarterback, Caleb Williams, 4 touchdown passes, 2 to commit, 2 to Keenan Allen, which is nice to see on all 3 accounts, really. Getting the tight end involved more. Keenan Allen had been out with an injury and not very involved, so got him going. And also for, the quarterback throwing 4 touchdowns. And the one pick that he threw would have been another touchdown to DJ Moore with a better pass, which they are getting more used to each other, I guess, as far as teammate-wise and knowing who they're going to be and where they're going to be. We could see him talking on the bench, Williams with his receivers and running back. But this offensive line is still a goddamn issue. There's too many times where I guess the Jaguar defense was rolling up on all the short routes, so they were taking away the quick hitters, I'm assuming, because there weren't any. Like slants or, outs or whatever route to get the underneath guys open, so that, on that 5-step drop, when that back foot hits, the ball's coming out. There's a lot of holding on to the ball going on back there, and I'm just assuming it's because nobody's open, because Williams seems to be making his reads, okay, looking at the receivers, but no one's open. And it's just, and that's after, the ball doesn't come out on time on the drop, that is. So the offensive line needs work, needs help, needs to be replaced, basically. Braxton Jones is a good kid, but he just gets pushed back into the quarterback way too much. And Tev, looking for a new contract. I don't think so. Shelton is Shelton. And Pryor is better than Davis, but that's another low bar. And Darnell Wright looks like the only keeper on the line. So this line, as it stands right now, is not getting it done. And with more protection, giving Caleb Williams more time, I think that more routes will be successful, as I did see a few replays of the game today, where another 2 seconds of protection and receivers would have been open in time enough to make those, or at least have Williams attempt those throws to the receivers who would have been open with just a few more seconds of protection from the offensive line. But it's a work in progress. Defensively, they were active as they were supposed to be. They got pressure on Lawrence most of the time, some of the time. And they forced, or his inner turnover demon, allowed him to just loft a few balls out there, and the secondary was able to come down with him, which is awesome to see, especially with the secondary health. You know, he had Hicks in there as a backup role, Blackwell, and Jalen Jones. But they were able to hold their own, like Bud Bundy with no date. Well, not exactly like that, different holding of own, but you get the reference. But they were able to be successful against this Jaguar team. Now, this is the second week in a row where the Bears scored more than 30 points. So this is a good thing. This is a team that looks like the defense is going to have to carry it until, Caleb Williams, we're winning because of and not with. The first overall pick, generational, quote-unquote, talent, that's what you need. You need him to be able to put this team on his back and his arm and his legs and his mental acuity to know what's going on out there on the field and how the defense is trying to stop him, and be able to eat and take advantage of every situation, to even create situations for the better. That's what his expectations are, fair or not. So overall, it was a decent game. It was a better game because we won, but it was a decent game, play calling wise on both sides of the ball, and we were able, to come away with the victory. And I say we because hell, this team is who we represent as Bears fans, but many of us are old enough that we are old enough to be older or have been fans of this franchise for longer than the age of some of these players. Maybe not Mercedes Lewis for, many, but generally, Bears fans have been fans for decades. And if we use the pejorative term of we or us, especially when we win, that's one thing. But when they lose, that's different sometimes. Whatever. But I'm hogging all the mic, and I don't want to do that because there are a lot of thoughts and opinions to be shared with the panel. So with that, let me kick it on over to Coach Tripping. What you got, Coach? Thank you, Triple R. I am happy and satisfied with today's victory, but there are problems with this team that I still see are issues. Offensively, the first 15 plays are now scripted from a suggestion from the team leaders meeting with offensive coordinator, Shane Waldron. But today's 15 scripted plays look like shit. I'm not sure what that's all about. How much influence does head coach Matt Eberflus have on these offensive calls? Because some of them are just very strange. But this Chicago Bears team took advantage of the situation, right? The Jacksonville Jaguars, they beat themselves. They had a lot of penalties, drops, and turnovers. And this Chicago Bears team took advantage of that to score 35 points while giving up only 16. The young secondary and the players that had to be next man up were next man up, and that's good to see. The soft coverage on the defense, the bend but don't break mentality that Matt Eberflus seems to employ, sucks at times. But overall, a victory is a victory, and there's lots of room for improvement. As Triple R mentioned, the offensive line is just plain goddamn right offensive. Don't know what the fuck we're doing up there, but it needs to be addressed. As we look forward to this bye week and getting the rest and the preparation to go into the second half of the season and do a playoff goddamn push. Let's go. Chef Trips, please take it away. Hello. Thank you very much, Coach Tripping. I would like to be happy today because the Chicago Bears were able to be victorious over the Jacksonville Jaguars. So this game is a good testament because as a bad Jaguar team, this Chicago Bears team was supposed to win, and they did. And it was quite impressive. The Chicago Bears offense takes a moment to get rolling, but as they continue to grow, I believe that the expansion of the downfield passes will be incorporated more. But as coach said, the offensive line has to give them the time to give the quarterback Caleb Williams the time to throw the ball down the field, but then also the wide receivers will have the time to get open, and it will take more repetitions for Caleb Williams to be more accurate with his deep passes. Right now, he seems to get so few deep passes that he over or underthrows them. And the bye week will give them more of an opportunity to have the offensive line work better together and the timing for the deep routes to be more precise. On the defensive side of the ball, they are still looking like a playoff contending, championship contending defense as they are getting pressure and the turnovers as a result of the pressure, giving the offense the opportunity to score more points as they will have the ball more. I do think that this bye week is a good time and give these players an opportunity to rest their minds, their bodies, and their souls and prepare for the playoff push at the end of the season as the schedule gets tougher as the divisional opponents are doing very well and are very good teams. So this will be a very tough division to make the playoffs in. But this team with the defense and the offense that is getting better and better every week, they should have the opportunity to be a playoff team. And that will be a very good thing for the city of Chicago and all of the fans worldwide and over by there. So with that, I turn it over to Trip.
Bro, thanks, Chef Trips, bro. Bro, it's a victory. It's always good to get the victory. Bro, today, like Gizmo, he was doing his thing, and he got a little careless with one of the passes. But bro, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. And he hooked up with Grandpa Allen, that's Keenan, and Baby Bam, short for Bambino, like Cocomet, because he'd be like, for his TD celebrations, of which, like, bro had 2 today. So like Baby Bam, he was cool, and Swifty almost had 100 yards running the ball, and he's so much better, like, bro, when like he hits the hole and goes straight in and goes deep instead of like dancing and like acting like he can't find the hole. Put some hair around it. Bro, I ain't right. But the offense, like different receivers touch the ball, and then Rojo gets some run. So like different players are getting involved, and bro, the defense 8, bro, and it's like they got like good pressure, and it made Sunshine like throw the ball errantly and like to the other team, the Bears, and bro, it was cool cause once the defense like got the turnovers, whether it be like Beast, TJ Beast Edwards punched the ball out, or like when Tremaine Predator Edwards was like downfield and he's tall and shit, and it's like you gotta throw the ball over, so it's like incomplete, bitches, and bro, the young guys like, cause we already got like Jalen Johnson, right? So we got JJ, and then we got Jalen Jones, a different JJ, Dynamite, and Dynamite, cause two JJs, and then also like in the secondary, Dirty Bird, Kevin Dirty Bird Byard, he's getting in there on those tackles and making the coverage and the picks, and bro, did you see like Blackwell, Jay Black, fight the power, and then the other young guy, Double Deuce, cause bro, Double Deuce, cause bro, he's like that, and he was like in there on fumble recoveries. He was making tackles. He was in coverage. And he was just all over the place. So like, bro, it's cool that the young guys were able to like step up. But like, bro, once like this is the bye week, so hopefully like Briss, like Kwani B Briss, his head and shit clears up, and like whatever like bro is wrong with Spidey, like he'll be back. So it gives like everybody a chance to rejuvenate their bodies and then feel better and get ready to come back and kick the shit out of fucking Washington. And then, bro, it's the playoffs, baby. This team's in the playoffs, baby. Book motherfucking it, bro. Book it. Yeah. So, yeah, I think I'm done. Triple R.
Man, Trip, you be tripping. But, yeah, I mean, what else is left to be said? It's a victory Sunday, a victory week, and hell, a victory 2 weeks since, now this team goes into the bye and gets a chance to heal up, mend some of those wounds, and the coaches have the opportunity to reevaluate themselves as well as player progression and personnel decisions. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing. And coming out of that bye, we get to see the rookie quarterback pick number 1 and pick number 2 go head to head, as the Bears will play the Commies. Commies. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. But that's a couple weeks away, and we will be back for a pregame for that. But in the interim, remember that on Monday, Trip has his exercise vlog that he shares with us. On Tuesdays, a new video recipe from Chef Trips, the owner and proprietor of Shea Trips. See you, Chef. And I believe Wednesdays we're doing the Trip Kundo. Coach Tripping and Trip are getting together for those self-defense exercise mobility videos, as well as the other Chicago professional sports teams. So for all of that, make sure you are subscribed and like and follow us on all of our social media platforms. And if you would like to and can support us on Ko-fi and or Patreon, that would be beautiful as well. You can find more information on our website, all of which are under the name Sports Chicago Style. So until next time, y'all be easy. Oh. And bear down.